The collection of signatures for the BBI draft bill is due to end today, 4th December 2020. But by Wednesday this week, over 4.6 million signatures had been collected countrywide. Over 600,000 in the Rift Valley. Our constitution only requires 1 million signatures for the BBI draft bill to go to the next stage, and that's county assemblies. And I've been thinking for quite a while about this target of 4 million. And it struck me that if we go into a referendum, which is the most likely thing that will happen in the end, the promoters of the BBI do not want people to say that the referendum was rigged, that somebody did a pop referendum imepita. No, they want to avoid that. And therefore, by collecting more than the required 1 million, and they're collecting it countrywide, the idea is to give more confidence to the public that this thing is popular. You know, there have been some people online and some supporters of the deputy president who've been trying to sell the rhetoric to people that the BBI is very unpopular with the public. I think there's a lesson here for all of us, especially those of us who believe that the views on social media represent the views in the entire country. They represent the views on the ground. There are many of us who believe that. Boss, tembea kwa ground. There are also others who are telling us that Kenyans on the ground, in the villages, in the rural areas, are very frustrated. And they're bitterly complaining against the government. They're giving us the impression that everything is at a standstill as idlers across the country complain against the government. Now, that's not true. It seems to me that most of the idlers are on social media. Now, I'm on the ground, and let me give you the latest from deep in rural Kenya, in various places, at least 3 provinces in Kenya. You know, Kenyans are very resilient. And there's something else. Kenyans are very used to disappointment from the government. It's normal to Kenyans. Now I want to give you a very clear picture and accurate one of what's really going on the ground. And this one is from somewhere in Eastern Province. The previous Eastern Province. Now in this particular rural area, a lot of people have returned from Nairobi. They've lost their jobs. And many are desperate. That's the truth. But they're not sitting around complaining. They're not sitting around discussing the BBI. No. They are busy every day trying to make the best out of a very desperate situation. They're busy in the shambas. They're busy trying to set up small businesses all over the place. Because complaining to the government or complaining about the BBI will not put food on the table, will not feed their families. And this next one is going to surprise most of you. When the BBI people came around looking for signatures, the villagers were excited. They want to append their signatures. They want to feel important, to be included in what they've been reading about in the press. Of course, if you read social media, you'll believe that the BBI folks are going around begging people, threatening people to sign. No, that is not true. Based on what I have seen myself on the ground. Now, I know we're in the age of deception. That's the season right now. But it's absolutely ridiculous for somebody to believe, somebody who goes online, a keyboard warrior, and says, for instance, we people in Central don't want the BBI. we're against it. And we're going to do everything possible to stop it. First of all, we are not signing. Most of us will not sign. They love to force us. You can go on social media and say that. Yeah? And you're based in some air-conditioned apartment somewhere in New York City, in the United States of America. And you are convincing people that you're on the ground. And some people actually believe in you. So when people see 4.6 million signatures in such a short space of time, they start saying there must be something wrong. The government must be forcing people to sign. After all, we have evidence that government machinery, the notorious provincial administration, now the county administration, is being used to get signatures. Therefore, people are being forced. Nothing can be further from the truth. So please, even if you're against something, let us speak the truth. In my view, and I believe this is the same view of top analysts who understand Kenya, nothing can stop reggae. Only God Almighty can stop reggae. That is the truth. You know, critics of the BBI have a huge problem with the process. They're saying it's all wrong. And I believe this is the main point that is being used to go to court to try and stop the BBI. But in my view, there is nothing constitutional, there is nothing legal that can be used against the BBI. They have not broken the law. There is nowhere in the Constitution where it says the Constitution can only be changed when we are ready. Yeah? When the right people are ready. You know, sometimes people can make a very fatal mistake. You can hate somebody, you can arouse somebody to such an extent that you underestimate their capabilities. On this channel, I've harshly criticized Raila Odinga on several occasions. Indeed, in one instance recently, it was too much for ODM supporters on this channel. And some of them started issuing threats. You can see that in the comments area. I've not deleted those comments. In my view, my criticism was fair. Yeah? And I don't hate Raila. But even if I did, I would not for 1 minute underestimate him. Because the way this thing has been set up, you know, the other place where you can trip it up is in the county assemblies. But the way this thing has been set up, the people who've gotten involved, it'll sail through the counties in a flash. Even if somebody trips it up in 1 or 2 counties, or even in 6, 7, 10 counties, it won't matter. Yeah? The threshold required to take it to the next stage will be achieved easily because of the way the whole thing has been set up. Raila Odinga is a very old hand in politics. He has been around for quite some time. He understands the country called Kenya much better than most of us. And that is a fact. And so, in my view, paying so much attention to what the DP Ruto camp is doing, what his supporters are doing, what his supporters are saying against the BBI, may be an exercise in futility. It may be true what people are saying, that frogs cannot stop cows from drinking water at the stream. They'll make a lot of noise, yes, but the cows will drink water. The noise will not stop them. Folks, whatever side of the BBI you stand, that is the political reality. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.